going on? Welcome to Third Coast Sports TV. I'm your host Wink, and we got a lot to talk about, man. What's good to everybody in the chat, man? What's going on, Killing Boys? What's going on, man? Good win by y'all. Dylan Terrell, what's going on? Uh, Jay, what's going on, man? You've been showing love, bro. What's good? Joshua Grant, what's good, homie? Devontae, what's going on, bro? Houston B, yeah. Nah, I'm straight. No, I'm straight. What's going on, Wise? What's good, Houston B? Yeah, I'm straight. Yeah, I just had to take care of something. I had to take care of something real quick before I got on stream. That's why I delayed it. I had to have a phone conversation. Yeah, but what's good to everybody? How will we fix the O-line and cornerbacks? Shit, this the questions I've been had about. Ain't this the type of shit? Ain't this the shit I've been saying all year? When Brian Gang got hired, ain't I been saying this? What's it, Kellen? Why y'all even asking me this question? I've been saying this shit about Brian Gaines since he been here. Haven't we been talking about these position groups? Like, haven't I? Haven't we? Everybody on the panel been talking about shit that this man ain't been doing. We've been talking about it. Some people don't agree. Some people saying, "Oh, give him a chance, give him that." Yeah, Martinez ranking, yeah, but he ain't on the right side playing though either. He's supposed to be a right tackle. Davenport's supposed to be a left tackle. Why is Bill O'Brien constantly playing O lineman, you know, on the wrong side of the ball where they thriving? Yeah, y'all get them like buttons. Y'all hit that like button, man. Appreciate everybody that came through the stream. Help me out and hit that like button. Our wide receiver depth ain't shit, bro. But yeah. Fuller need to definitely hurry up and get back. What's going on? What's going on, Clarence? Good win by y'all, man. Same results. Yeah, good win by the Jags. Or what y'all did. Odell was getting off though. Odell was getting off. Odell, we all know. Odell, Odell, couldn't get two of them because his quarterback is trash. You know what I'm saying? Y'all kind of did get gifted on the horrible throw. Or like when we talking about a horrible throw that nobody on y'all team could have caught it. It wasn't nothing. These two plays, and y'all know the plays I'm talking about. It was nothing that nobody on your defense could have done had he caught the ball. Like he would have scored easy. It would have just won. But that was a good win by y'all though. How would you feel if we resigned Costanzo? Highly unlikely to get resigned by the Colts. Um, Anybody can help at this moment, man. If he a name, if he got some skills, he can do something and he can stay healthy. Why not? Because we need as much help. David Quisenberry, why is he not back on the roster already? Like David Quisenberry should have been with us last night. Why is he not on the roster? Like I know he ain't left and went nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like he got cured in Houston. Why would he leave? Unless a team picks him up, why would he leave? Like, come on, man. He gonna leave the place he got saved in. Come on, bro. I still think we're gonna be 11-5. Yeah, I mean, this game could have happened. I mean, this is one of them games. Okay, boom, you can count. Like, you definitely know this could very well be the reason that we go 10-6. This game right here, because the games that we still predicted, this is one of the wins that made this game that would have made us 11-5. Now we got a possibility of dipping down to 10-6. Because this was, a make or break win. This was going to tell you a whole lot about the Houston Texans, and this, the shit that they doing with the Houston Texans is concerning to me right now. Bill O'Brien really doesn't know what he's doing when it comes to personnel and schemes. Hey, he's proved that time and time again. We've been saying it, Wise. Shout out to the round table for giving their thoughts on Bill O'Brien way before anybody really wanted to think that that was the necessary thing to do. But hey, how many times must a person hold a mirror up and show you who they are before you believe them? I mean, how many of y'all gonna stop being benign and what the man has always done and hasn't gotten better doing, even with phenomenal talent and the team healthy for the most part, outside of Will Fuller and maybe Kiki. but still, you should have been able to get it done. The defense gave DeShaun Watson the ball more times than not. He had multiple drives. If this was last year and he would have heated up the way that he did in the Kansas City game, then DeShaun Watson easily throws 4 touchdowns. And with like those 7, 8 drives that we had, like, I mean, he threw a touchdown, but it was just like it was like lackluster because it was so much that just went wrong in that game. I think he's gonna be able to correct it easily. It's rust. You could tell he was still rusty. Like the way that he looked in the preseason last year, that's how he looked in this game. So I think once he gets to, I don't think game shape, I don't think he's quite there yet because I don't think he had enough time to play during the preseason. And this is why I wanted him to play a little bit in the preseason. It was going to be needed. You saw that fucking Tom Brady, the oldest quarterback in the league, and he did it. If Tom Brady at 41 years old is in the preseason, I feel like if you're not doing what he doing and more, how can you win? And like that has to be the situation. Did Watson get exposed? Or teams figuring out? No, it wasn't even that. It wasn't even that, Clarence. If you really look at it, like he looks in shape, like to play the game, but he wasn't in game shape. You know what I mean? Like when you look at the game, you're gonna be like, oh, he kind of looked like how he did in the preseason last year. Like that's how he looked in this game, like how he did in the preseason last year, where you questioning like, okay, can he really? I think once he gets in game shape, and you'll appreciate it, just as a football fan, not even as an opposing team, you're gonna look, you be like, oh, a couple of weeks he'll be fine. And he gonna have a perfect team to warm up against in the Titans. Because do you believe in the Titans? Because I damn sure do. I didn't believe in the Titans, and look at the situation that they already in. The Titans are in a horrible situation right now. They lost Delaney Walker. Outside of Delaney Walker, they have no playmakers. Everybody gonna be able to shut down everybody on their team. The Jags, y'all gonna trounce them this year, bro. The Texans and the Jags, we gonna try, bro. We both gonna trounce them this year. Like, can you agree with that? Like, it's going down against the Jaguar. I mean, not. I mean, we gonna handle y'all too. But I'm talking about the Titans, bro. No, bro. Hey, I got love for Watson, and hell nah, I fucking hate the Titans. See, the Titans, bro. They gonna get destroyed, bro. The Titans just, bro. And I'm definitely making a video to responding to Fort Sports Fan Entertainment. Bro, I'm a try. Well, I ain't even gonna be able to do that because I ain't gonna really have no time. Only way I'm gonna be able to do that is on Soft Sports. But worst fan base, bro. They so what they so all over the place. But I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make it kind of quick. So I was going over my video discussions, and and it's 5 things that I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk, well, over 5 things. First, I wanted to talk about Bill O'Brien. I wanted to talk about assessing talent, and when it comes to assessing talent, I made up an acronym, and that's how hard is it really? So, and it's just a segment that we're going to end up having. Like, how hard is it really to assess talent on this football team and the way that it's being used? Because you are what your scheme allows you to do. And our scheme is showing that players are still playing out of position. Like, people still not doing and being utilized the way that they should be on the offense and on the defense, because I seen Jadeveon Clowney dropping in the coverage when he didn't need to. I saw Whitney Merciless in coverage when he didn't need to. Why are you dropping him in coverage when you got Dylan Cole and Zach Cunningham? And you got, corners and shit like that. Like, and you got Justin Reed as an extra dime safety. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you have that much coverage, and we saw what Kareem Jackson and Honey Badger was doing. So the fact that Kareem Jackson is showing that he's a quality safety, strong safety in this league with ball skills, hey, that's going to pay off for us in the long run. And it's a decision that the Texans should have made, years ago. But that's part of the assessing talent, And another thing I want to talk about is utilizing the run game, and what it would have did for play action. I also wanted to talk about the defensive pressure. I I wanted to talk about playing out of position, and I wanted to talk about play calling on offensive and the defensive side. These are some topics that I want to tackle. Um, let's just get to it, man. Like, how did y'all feel the way that Bill O'Brien handled this football game? Seriously, what do y'all think he should have did? Because I'm already on record saying what I thought was gonna happen in this game. I said what could go wrong, and I said what needed to be done in order to win the game. Now, y'all heard what I had to say. I want to hear what y'all got to say. It's y'all time to talk to me because I want to hear what's on y'all mind, and is are we finally opening your eyes as to what this man really is? Like, I want to hear how y'all really feel about Bill O'Brien. I don't care what fan you are, if you watched the game, if you seen the way that it was played out, some of the play calls. Just tell me, how did you feel that Bill O'Brien did and he managed this game? I saw Merciless not reacting to a route as well as he should have. The timeout should have definitely been called, cousin. Poor fucking game management. Should have challenged that Grunt kick. And this a Jags fan telling us that. Come on, bro. Bill O'Brien ran a lot of screens to Hopkins. That's the shit I say when Bill O'Brien gets cute. This the shit that he tries to do against the better teams in the league. Come on, bro. You got to be a team like the Eagles who got a great coach that actually knows how to fit with the players on their scheme. We start slow on defense every year, so it wasn't a surprise to me. Around week 3, shit gonna get real on D. Oh yeah, absolutely, I agree. I called in and said that if we lost, it was on Bill O'Brien. I was right. I definitely said it too. I said before the game, I warned everybody. I said, hey, I can't be held accountable if if we lose, it's gonna be because of Bill O'Brien. And was I wrong? O'Brien is stubborn and stuck in his way. Yeah, you could tell that by that shitty ass interview he did. It looks like O'Brien didn't learn a fucking thing from Belichick. Not one thing. I put 100 on the Texans versus at my job. Love the Titans. Hey, you doing the right thing, Clarence. Trust me, you finna get that back. Trust me. T Real, what's going on, bro? Wink admit this, our O-line looked like the Cowboys. They did look damn good. I ain't gonna front, bro. Y'all O-line look great. Y'all D-line definitely look great. But we had already gave y'all credit and said that y'all was real up front. Did we not say that on Sauce Nation? I could have swore when Kellen Boys was in here, and Kellen Boys, you already know. You gonna put you Trill, you gonna put it in the comment section. We ain't even worried about it. He turns a run-based roster into a passing team. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Bill O'Brien is an offensive coordinator, not a head coach. Yeah, the stupid Hopkins reverse coming back. Yeah, it was stupid. I don't know. I know. They need to utilize Miller and Blue to get to the run game going. Yeah, you damn right. This is what I said. And my Giants got to bounce back. We need to get rid of Eric Flowers. He's some cheeks. Man, is he that bad? Is he that bad? Damn. They need to utilize. Okay, I already read that. Bill O'Brien made some questionable calls for sure. Shotgun on 1st and goal, but I say it says 50-50. Our players should have executed. Yeah, we definitely should have. We have 43 base defensive players. Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, y'all did. It took 2:15 to score from the 16-yard line. Yeah. That's way too much time, bro. Like, that's way too much time. There's way too much energy being spent. Man, underrated dog. What's going on, big dog? Yeah, it's too much time. It's too much energy being used on that specific side of the ball. And it's just like, you don't want to wear the defense out. The defense played well enough to make sure that the offense won this game. If this would have been one of them games like the Kansas City game and DeShaun Watson would have caught fire a little late, like he was rusty at first, and then he got on like the way that he did in that game, bro, the score is outrageous. And the Patriots could do nothing to stop us because we were moving the ball when we were running, on various drives. It's just like, come on, bro, the yards is going up. And DeShaun Watson clearly right now is just not on, like, why are you not shortening up the routes? You want to run all these long ass routes and shit like that. Yeah, he was very rusty. He was very rusty, very rusty. And that's what I'm saying. He wasn't, and that's what I was telling Clarence. He's not in game shape yet. Like, he didn't play enough in the preseason to really be in game shape or really feel that moving. Because even though he is moving good and he doing what he can to get out of traffic when the pocket and shit like that breaks down, he's still keeping that aspect, but he doesn't need to hold the ball that long either. You know what I'm saying? Work on a couple of things. Make sure that you make. It's only gonna take a couple of games for DeShaun Watson. I think it's gonna take just a couple of games. I think like 2 to 3 games. So he getting a good game coming off. Like, we getting ready to go against the Titans. Come on, bro. They ain't got Harold Landry. Jarrell Casey just played like ass. Harold Landry out. Marcus Mariota may not even play. It don't matter if he was gonna play or not. Like, they receivers are straight trash. Corey Davis, bro. Did y'all see how Malcolm Butler getting done, by Kenny Stills? Come on, bro. Kenny Stills? Like, bro, DeAndre Hopkins is going to eat all over. Like, whoever they got in their secondary, it's not even going to matter. It's just that DeShaun Watson is going to have to make the right throws, bro. He cannot make the same decisions. He cannot play the same way that he did against the Titans, who are far less effective as a New England Patriots. Like, it wasn't even easy for the New England Patriots what they did against us, bro. We held them to 6 points after the half. Nobody's talking about that though. Like, honestly, like, say what you will about they did their damage in the first half. The second half, what them hoes did against us though. And DeShaun Watson didn't deliver in the second half. He didn't. That's the situation. Look at the numbers. Go look at the box score and go look at how many points we gave up before the half, because that shit with Gronk, that shit ended up being a touchdown, which made it 21-6 at the time. When the game was over, the game was 20-27. That's 6 points in the half. We did more than enough. The defense did more than enough. Even with Kevin Johnson on the field, and they still did and limited this team. Think about what I just said. With Kevin Johnson, who was giving up big plays, doing this, doing that, and even with that, all they gave up was 6 points to the New England Patriots offense that was cooking the first half, but they couldn't do shit the second half, though. Come on, man. We get a defensive play. Bro, the Honey Badger score that touchdown, or when he got that fumble recovery or whatever that happened, if they score on both of them games, bro, if they score on both of them plays, bro, it's easily 27-27. We go into overtime, and we clearly shut them out anyway on defense in the second half. But you mean to tell me that nobody on offense, but the guys who was running the ball was making an impact? And if they would have got the ball to the tight ends like they should have kept doing, bro, they could have exploited so much had they used the tight ends in this football game. I said it on the show the other night after the post game, and a lot of people saw that, man, when we was using the tight ends, bro, the tight ends was wide open. Think about the plays that he missed Ryan Griffin on. Like, the passes was like wide the fuck open, bro. Like, wide open. It was no reason that plays should have been that wide open by tight ends the whole game. Ryan Griffin was overdue, bro. You put the ball right, Ryan Griffin makes that play easy. Just want to show you love, bro. Man, hey, I appreciate you coming through, bro. Keep doing what you're doing for the LDBC. Man, if y'all like boxing, if y'all want to get into boxing, make sure y'all check out Underrated Darkness, man. Man, it's boxing, man. He can link you up. We can get you back, right back into boxing. If you used to be a fan of boxing, trust me, you can become a fan right now by checking out the LDBC. Make sure you go check out 78 Sports TV. Make sure you go check out Black Fight Fan TV for non-international. Beverly Rose, Cali Enigma, Dante's Boxing Nation, Boxing Ego, The Boxing Voice. Shout out to Ness, for the real boxing channels holding it down, bro. Yeah, Lions Den Boxing. You already know. You already know what it is. Yeah, DBW. Yeah, DeShaun Watson. This was like a preseason game for him. Like I feel like how sports fan entertainment feels about how Mariota had been playing, but he acted like he wasn't so concerned, but they still ended up going to the playoffs. So I guess he was kind of right, but he really wasn't really. It was really just a chance of them being able to run the ball effectively and playing solid defense is why they won a lot of games. What? Oh yeah, ticket. Oh yeah. Ticket TV, bro. Yeah, ticket TV, bro. Yeah, yeah. I fucks with ticket. Blue Blood. Oh yeah, shout out to Blue Blood. Shout out to Blue Blood. Shout out to everybody, man. Hey, Ronald Finkley. You know what I'm saying? Shit, Hot Boy Ronald. You know what I'm saying? You know who he is. Yeah, CBS. Yeah, Carl Burrell Sports TV. Yeah, everybody, man. Everybody in the LDBC, bro. They already know what it is. They already know what it is. They get love from me. They always show love back, man. Force fan, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna make a. I'm a man. I might tweet him or something on Twitter or something, man. I might find his Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Just so I can have a dialogue with him. Because I'm gonna end up probably making a reaction video, and it's gonna be tailored towards him because he gonna have to explain himself with a lot of shit that he be talking about. And I don't know who replaces Kevin Johnson. I mean, they better bring Saturday up. They better bring him up, and he better be playing in the time. How Mariota posterized Church got us in the playoffs. I mean, Marcus Mariota is not the reason that y'all got to the playoffs. You can't even act like that. He threw more interceptions than he did touchdowns. Don't act like you don't know what it is. We watching the same dude. We are watching the same dude. Yeah. He definitely should get called up. You know what I'm saying? I'm so fucking tired of O'Brien. He needs to be gone now. You know what I'm saying? But right now, shit, I feel you, bro. I didn't want him back, period, But this is the luck of the draw that we got. So we tried to give him the benefit of the doubt. And this is the type of shit he doing right out of the gate against the better teams in the league, which is saying what I said time and time again that he cannot perform against. He cannot perform against the better teams in the league. He proved it just yesterday. We were well within the game. We could have dinked and dunked and used, the run game and built on some play action. You know what I'm saying? And did all kind of shit to win the football game yesterday. And how do we really feel about the way that they're assessing talent? You know what I'm saying? From like honestly, who do y'all feel that Bill O'Brien and Brian Gaines should have brought in? Like they should have been brought in, and they could be making an impact on this team with guys that they got signed recently. Like who do you feel that we could have brought in, and we could have brought in to help this football team and be victorious in Week 1 against the New England Patriots? Like Gary Kubiak, man, with what I seen him do and how I seen him modify his game, and if he had this team set up with that defense, he could win. He could probably do something, especially after winning the Super Bowl. He would know what to do. He definitely know, like, AP. Oh yeah, AP. Yeah, yes, definitely DRC. Definitely Pac-Man. Definitely. Why I don't know how we missed out on both of them. The coach from Philadelphia, that's who I wanted. Well, not the coach, the GM from Philadelphia. So that's who you talk. That's what I wanted the most. Dez, absolutely. Breland, absolutely. We still talking about Breland. We still been talking about Breland like Breland ain't got no love from the Texans. I wonder why that is. Do we honestly have a problem in our assessment when it comes to players on this roster? Like, how can we be this talented of a roster, but then we're afraid to pick up free agents who can add on to the guys that we already have that play great on this football team? Like, other teams are doing it. The New England Patriots just did it last year with that overpowered ass offense that they had with Brandon Cooks, Deion Lewis, Gronk, Edelman, that dude, Amendola. You know what I'm saying? Like crazy shit on top to go with the defense that he had. If the New England Patriots can do it, why the fuck can't the Houston Texans do it? But y'all want to claim to be the Patriots so much. At least that's the way that the coaching staff is perceived. Like they New England Patriots. Now they trying to pass that shit off on the Titans, and y'all can have that. I'm glad y'all taking that Patriot South label away from us. Please, thank God. We don't want no parts of that. Real Texans fans never wanted that shit, and other people's way never worked out for the Houston Texans. What's going on, Broderick? Kelvin Benjamin. I wasn't a big fan of Kelvin Benjamin.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Andre Skeeth is still on the market, I believe. I don't know who that is. We may need a new GM and a new head coach, bro. We need a complete rebuild, bro. And only Rack can stay. But Rack need to clean it up, man. He got some shit he need to clean up on that defense. I ain't gonna front. The defense was kind of in some spots that they shouldn't have been in yesterday. That was kind of uncharacteristic of Rack coaching the game. So he need to rectify a couple of things too, because I didn't like a couple of the play calls and a couple of things that Rack was doing on defense. How did y'all feel about Rack yesterday? The lag, yeah. How's the stream now? Because I had to switch my the networks and shit like that because I'm here in this damn hotel. And y'all get them likes up. It's 20 people in here and 13 likes. Y'all go, please, y'all go ahead and y'all get them likes up. Um, but will McNair go for a new gym? Yeah, I don't know, bro. It's hard to say what this man do. Oh, I got a question. What we gonna do when Rack retires? Honestly, I believe one of the coaches that we got here, Anthony Midget. I think Anthony Midget will be able to do some shit. He been around this defense for a minute, and problem, and Kevin Johnson proves that. So um, I can tell like he'll end up being a good coach later on down in the road. I can tell that. Big name, guy that really just wants to leave his job and come, like a Jim Swartz. Jim Swartz with this. My God, bro. Imagine Jim Schwartz with the Eagles with this defense. Like for real, bro. Jim Schwartz, man, look, everything that we've been talking about doing with the Texans, he'll do. He'll do with this team. He know he got speed everywhere. He got Jadavian Clowney, merciless. Man, he would know what to do. With a team because we would definitely be running a 4-3. Like undoubtedly, it's not even. He's the only other guy that I could really say like if we took over this, if he had to take over the defense, Jim Schwartz, bro, I would definitely trust this defense in his hand. Yeah. Oh shit. Damn. Now the messages all just want to come through. Breland is still available. Yeah, that shit crazy. Kevin Johnson deal with that kid is track. Yes, he is, bro. What the fuck? What do you think? Well, who do you think will win today? I think the Raiders, and I forgot who the other game was. What's the other game that they got on? Andre Smith used to be a right tackle for the Bengals. Yeah, I know who Andre Smith is. He's decent. Yeah. That's a good idea, Broderick. Cause we definitely like I only trust Martinez ranking on the right side. On the left side, he's shown he can't do that. He can't hold that down. Dudes is running over that dude. Like this year, we have our ones and twos, so we need to address the line. Yeah, no more Patriots coaches. Yeah, Schwartz can do work. Schwartz, we need an offensive coordinator now. Jets. Do we have a secret OC and some team? Just Lions, Rams, Raiders. Oh, the Lions and the Rams. Lions and the Rams gonna do work. Who we gonna start at? Cornerback opposite of Joseph. I mean, at this point in time, it looks like it's gonna have to be Aaron Cole. They need to like if they get in situations like where well, I think because Satcher is gonna be back, I think he can play some good nickel. So he should be able to play pretty well. And Honey Badger's gonna end up having him in a situation where he's gonna be right. So the fact that he can trust a guy like Honey Badger in the secondary to get him lined up, and to know who's being passed off and communicating well in that defense and knowing the pass rush, I honestly think he can excel behind the ones. I mean, look at he was able to make plays with what he was able to play. Yeah, and he'll listen too. And I mean, look at the veterans that he around. He gonna learn some shit. Bro, what the fuck was Bill thinking putting Davenport at right tackle? Bro, I don't know, bro. I didn't really realize it till later on in the game. I'm like, okay, just because Chantrell Henderson goes down, you want to take your left tackle who was actually doing well in the game on the left side, and you want to take him and put him on the right side, bro. What world do you live in? It's a totally different world. They're not the same worlds, bro. Left tackle is a world from right tackle, and the same and vice versa. I don't know, bro. He always playing somebody out of position. Okay, now the run game, man. Like how they were utilizing the run game. Like what did y'all see, man? Like honestly, what did y'all see in the run game, and what we could have benefited from if we utilized the run game properly, like we on Sauce Nation said should have been done.
I'm gonna hear what y'all got to say.
Cause I've been preaching this shit.
Had to come through, man. I
Appreciate that, David. I appreciate that, big dog, man. We always appreciate when the regulars come through, man. Run game was on, just didn't use it enough.
okay. It was working, but keep throwing the ball.
I, you see, this the
Shit,
shit
I
I
be
be
talking
talking
about.
about. People don't be wondering why I be getting on O'Brien. This is the type of shit I'm talking about. You got an OC, but you would do we know who he is? Like he's a mystery man at this point. Nobody knows the OC's name on this team if we do have one. If you not calling the plays and you know you need to be calling the plays and you know you could have called better plays, then bro, I put that on you anyway. Because why would you put yourself in the position not to maximize your football team if you know you have a OC like that? Like he's worse than the dude that we had. What was his name? His boy that he fired last year. What was his name? I forget his name. Had to come in and spot. Told me. I told you, Shaolin Fantastic. How you feel about Vrabel? You tell me how you feel about Vrabel because honestly, because at least Sports Fan Entertainment didn't fall for that. I can say he lame and he don't represent the Titans right, but honestly, yeah, George Godsey, yeah, honestly, bro, I'm telling y'all, he was the only one who was like, nah, bro, he ain't the one. And he was trying to tell people, but two people was too fucking optimistic as the call. I told you. I told you, y'all corners was gonna be getting burnt. Bro, every time I turn around, I see clips of Malcolm Butler getting abused. Did he just get a touchdown scored on him against Kenny Stills? Like I could have swore that just happened. Like he was getting abused by dude. I said, bro, I see 50-year-old men in y'all practices scoring on fade routes, bro, turning around, getting the ball, and you can't say it didn't happen, bro. It's happening. I told y'all. I told y'all the front seven was gonna be trill, but the corners was gonna be trash. I told you. Did I not tell you? I told you, and I told you, y'all wide receivers, huh? Nigga, back on that. Did we not tell y'all on Sauce Nation? Did we not tell y'all, bro? We told y'all we ain't worried about the Titans. And he hurt, and Marcus Mariota hurt already. Marcus Mariota can't even beat a healthy Texas team. And we know that. So don't even play games. Like y'all know we got a healthy defense now. Y'all don't beat no healthy Texans team that care. Y'all don't. Y'all don't never beat that team. When y'all do beat the Texans, it's always week 17 in the game where we didn't already clinch the division. We the clear champs. Like it ain't nothing y'all can do anyway. And we just throw that game away. And I hate when they do that against y'all because y'all always end up winning. Y'all always at home when we easily can win the game if we cared, but we don't want no players to get hurt and we end up pulling them up out the damn game and y'all end up winning against backups. Like that's what I'm saying. When y'all beat us, y'all typically win against our backups. It's never really against our starters. Like, look at the history, bro. Like, they can be in the game, but if they didn't play the whole game, they got pulled from the game because we know we going to the playoffs. They just wanted to stay warm, and they didn't want to be cold in between the game and not have that experience on in they with their muscle memory. We know how to beat y'all, and we know what it takes to beat y'all. It's easy to predict, bro. Like y'all cannot beat a healthy Texas team that cares. Like when the last time have y'all beat a healthy Texas team that cares? Come on, bro. We cared in week 4. What could we possibly do when y'all beat us in week 16? And that game was still close. And the only reason why y'all even go up 10 is because it was a late ass touchdown with like a minute in the game where nobody cared. All y'all had to do was kneel the ball. And it took he couldn't do that the first, you know, 50 something minutes prior to this, but somehow with the last, you know, 60 something seconds left in the game, now he can bust a touchdown wide open when nobody cared. Like, come on, bro. And a 75-yard play to help boost his stats in garbage time when the game was already over and we had no more timeouts. And y'all feel good about that? Like, come on, bro. Like, the Titans fans that feel good about winning against us when y'all was, like, Tom Savage lost us the game yet again and y'all was still close with a horrible Texas team that had no y'all wide receivers was still having a tough time with the worst secondary in the league at the time, and it took y'all like a little over a minute to beat us left in the game and got a big run by Derrick Henry on that damn play that had got us abused by Baltimore like a week or two before. Like it was just like whatever, bro. Like if y'all feel good about that, then that just goes to show how desperate y'all really are. I was the one that called my team out. Yeah, I know you did. Yeah, I know you did, but I'm just saying, bro. You got too many Titans fans. You the only realistic Titans fan other than Titans Up. A couple one of the guys that come through on Sauce Nation. You know what I'm saying? He been around for a minute. He always show love. You know what I'm saying? But he not like an active like YouTuber or nothing like that where he makes any content. Talking about the Titans. So it's just like it's just like, come on, man. Like, it's too many factors as to why we beat y'all. And let's just be frank. Like, Bill O'Brien, honestly, if he cares, because honestly he didn't care anyway. Y'all already clinched the division. You already he don't care as long as he get in. He just that type of coach. He like, I don't give a fuck. We getting in. I'ma rest my players, and we ain't gonna play up to our full capacity with players that we know that need the game time to be ready in a game. That counts and the whistles call. I know you're gonna talk. I know you're gonna talk trash. You're gonna come out with a video. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna shout us out, and Titans fans gonna be mad at you when you shout us out in your video. And I'm know, bro. If I watch a video by you and you don't shout us out, I'ma know you a fraud. Because you in our streams, you talking all that shit, you agreeing and doing all that shit now, but then you don't want to shout us out when we shouting you out in our stream. I'ma know. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call you out on it, but I believe you a better fan of the game than that. So I don't think it's gonna come to that. But if it does, oh my god, oh lord, oh yeah, man. So let's talk about a couple other things, man. Like the defensive pressure. How did y'all feel that the defensive pressure was in this game? Like honestly, like how was the defensive pressure in you guys' game? Because I don't really feel like it was as astonishing as it should have been. I mean, yeah, I know we got some sacks. I know we got a lot of pressures. I know we got a lot of QB hits. We got like 5 QB hits. We was hitting the shit out of Brady, but it wasn't enough. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know the Pats get some calls. The Pats got some calls, but the Pats got nothing so outrageous as to where with all of the shit that the defense was doing in the second half, that we shouldn't have scored at least 3 touchdowns by DeShaun Watson. We missed like 2 wide open ones, to Ryan Griffin. You know what I'm saying? We missing plays and dudes like Bruce Ellington dropping the ball and shit like that. Like in that case, like the defense was doing everything they needed to do, but even though they was causing a lot of third downs, but they was actually getting a lot of fucking penalties though. The defense was giving up so much penalties. Like it was no reason for them to be giving up that many penalties. Wink, what are you thinking about Chip Kelly coming in and OC? Man, him with this offense will be live as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. I missed all the way to the third quarter. The damn rain knocked my cable out. Man, that shit sucks, bro. We didn't do anything exotic stunts party. No, we didn't. We didn't. We didn't do any of that. We didn't do no exotic shit. We figured, okay, they finna do some exotic shit with the guy. But you know why I think they didn't? Because they didn't have Duke. It would make sense, but you still had more than enough at your stable. You still had JJ. You still had Clowney and Merciless. Yeah, they are scared of Brady. That's clear. I don't think the players are. I think it's the coaching staff. The coaching staff, bro. Look at the way that they carried the game. They carried the game in an insane. Like it was no reason for them to lose the game the way that they lost their game. It makes no sense. It makes no sense at all, bro. Um, I seen Tyran on a delayed ass blitz. Did he get home? Did he even get close to getting home when they blitzed him? But Chip Kelly is Shayla. Oh yeah, yeah, he definitely is. I honestly would think Watson will hold it down. I think he will too. I think he needs to. I think he's still in like preseason shape, bro. I think that he not. I think he's done too much in fucking camp. That's like, nah, we can't possibly like he can't. I mean, he. I think that has to be the reason because he wasn't as bouncy. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't his chipper self the way that he normally is. Like you see him bouncing and rocking and all that shit. You didn't really. He wasn't as energetic as he normally would be, and I think that's a testament. He's just not in the right game shape right now. I'm willing to think that that has a lot to do with it because he looked kind of sluggish, especially now. He didn't get no work in the fourth preseason game. He didn't play long in the third preseason game. You know, he didn't get to build off of any mistakes that he had made. And it's the fact that they didn't even afford him the chance to do so. They was just like, okay, you didn't do this. All right, boom. They didn't even work to see if their quarterback could even rebound from this so he could knock the kicks out of the fucking preseason. So now he got to do it in the fucking real game. You see what I'm saying? Like how they using DeShaun Watson? Like, you got this man in your stable. I understand you don't want to get him hurt. But goddamn it, he gotta play in some preseason games. If Tom Brady is fucking 41, he's the oldest quarterback in the game, and he's the GOAT. If he gotta do it, then what makes you think that fucking Deshaun Watson ain't gotta do it and more? He got to mean way more to this team than Tom Brady ever could for the Patriots in order to take that spot. And do you know how hard that is going to be to do? And do you know what people going to say? Okay, well, Brady did it with less. Deshaun Watson always had guys like this, Will Fullers and Kiki Cooties, depending on how he turned out. DeAndre Hopkins, he had guys like that as soon as he came in. I'm like, but you could say that, okay, just namesake, regardless of how they played, shit, Brady still played with Gronk. He still played with Aaron Hernandez. He still played with Edelman. He still played with fucking Damian Amendola was somebody before he was even a Patriot when he was with the Rams. Um, so he can't take credit for that. He had Wes Welker. He had Deion Branch. He had Randy Moss. He had Ocho Cinco. People like to forget that though but he was still a name at the time. Regardless, he was still Chad Ocho. He was still Ocho Cinco. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just sweep that under the rug like he was a nobody up until that point. No, it was no. He was not a nobody because he was still getting jobs after that. Watson needed this last season was an all time high. You got to have some low. Oh yeah, exactly, exactly. And then it happened against the first game against the Patriots, and the game was still close. That's why I'm mad, but like I'm not as mad as I could be because we didn't get blown out. You mean to tell me three of those 6, 7 drives that we kept the Patriots from scoring significant touchdowns and getting in field goal range, and the fact that they could only score 2 field goals out of that? The New England Patriots with the football team that we got assembled right now, we're having guys like Kevin Johnson at your disposal to fucking do whatever you want against. And you mean to tell me the best that Tom Brady could do against that defense with a defense like that with a cornerback tandem like that? You mean to tell me that's all he could put up was 27 points against them? You see, we got to put this in our proper context when it comes to Tom Brady facing the Texans. This is a perspective that you need to really put in consideration the fact that, okay, this was early in the season. More often than not, when we go off against the Patriots, it's much later than we've played them just now. We're not gonna act like we haven't had our woes, with defense, over the last few years. Even under Romeo Cannell, everything wasn't always perfect on right off the rip. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta take care of all of this type of shit, But just seeing about some of the things y'all saying, man, like it wasn't like a whole lot of pressure or anything like that. He a better QB, but not in accomplishments. Yeah, I'm gonna just say this: Rogers, Brady, Kevin Johnson on the Gronk 9 catch was a 21 punter. Yeah, I know it. I know it, man. I know it. And on that drive, you can't really go out of the game and not get no extra points. And this is what I was thinking when it was we was going in that situation. It was in the 4th and 9, and you want to go ahead and you want to try to make the best. But you got to think of the situation in this because this is what it comes with managing the game. Like you don't want to go down with New England because the game honestly could have been 23 to 27. That looks better. And you mean to tell me we could have took another field goal and hit a field goals in our other 2 tries? We would have honestly beat the Patriots by a field goal, like 1 point, 1 or 2 points. Talking about if we take nothing but straight field goals on top of the fucking touchdown that the lonely touchdown that we did score, and you mean to tell me no matter what you just putting points up against the Patriots, if that's not a way for you to win, for you to get over the hump, much stronger team down the line once you get warmed up, your body's in shape, you get all the pieces back on top of playing with the defense that you have at your disposal, and they do the same in return. And guys actually start being consistent, healthier level. What does that do for your football team then? A lot can take place if the things that we're discussing at this very moment can happen in the next 2 to 3 weeks. It's going to be paramount because we need to be in before we play Jacksonville in week 7. We have to be ready to play against them, man, because it's gonna be a lot of shit. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot riding on this division about who wins this division, considering the schedule. So we got to do as much as we can to get ahead of the Jags while we can. They got a game up on us right now. They not finna win against the Patriots next week. So we finna be 1-1. So I'm not worried about it. But the thing is, we gonna be up on them because we honestly gonna be up on the Jaguars because we gonna beat a divisional opponent. So we gonna be 1-0 in the division against everybody because I'm pretty sure nobody else played anybody in the division yet. Since we getting the first crack at it, the Titans and the fucking what's it called? Okay, boom. Because the Jaguars still gonna have to play the Titans and do this and do that. I mean, who's to say what can happen in them games, bro? And who's to say what can happen to the Jaguars over the next few weeks? Do you know? So another thing, playing out of position. I really just see playing out of position this whole game. That could have made an impact somewhere else. I want to know. I want to know what y'all thoughts on that, so that we can have dialogue about it. I just said that we could have beat the 27 to 23. Yeah, we could have done that, Devontae Love. We seriously could have done that. We could have done it. We could have milked them out on threes and still won. But it's still a win. A win's a win. The fact that the fact that you see, this is why I like being the fan I am because I'm thinking about shit that ain't nobody else thought about. It ain't nobody else talked about. This defense, regardless, this defense with Kevin Johnson, and we all saw how bad Kevin Johnson played, right or wrong. The fact that we all just watched this game and Kevin Johnson was in the game, and all we allowed in the fucking second half of the game against the New England Patriots with the greatest quarterback of all time playing against a Houston Texans team with that lackluster cornerback tandem, and the cornerbacks were getting abused at times, knowing that you was abusing Zach Cunningham and Kevin Johnson. How is it that you was abusing them all you could stand to get against that tandem was 6 points and a half? That's a real question. Make sure that what I just said gets tweeted out. Make it where I am video says on my 20 seconds. Think about what I just said. The Houston Texans gave up 6 points in the second half to a New England Patriots team with Tom Brady at quarterback, and he was killing us. He was killing Kevin Johnson, and he was killing Zach Cunningham all in the second half with Gronkowski. We came up with nothing with Gronkowski except when we would put a cornerback on him every now and then. Then you would see some success, or he just would be some miscues or some other bullshit. And you mean to tell me a team that had a Houston Texans defense built the way that it is, and knowing that you could exploit our cornerback and you could exploit Zach Cunningham, who we thought would be a little better, but it is against Tom Brady and Gronk. So I'm willing to concede the notion. But just think about what I'm saying. The fact that he went up against Houston Texans of the game and only scored 6 points in the second half against a Houston Texans team that had that bad of an offense and that good of a defense to hold the New England Patriots down to 6 points, that had a fucking team that had Kevin Johnson at quarterback who you abused the whole game. And you mean to tell me you couldn't score 30 plus points? You couldn't score more points than that against a Houston Texans defense built like that? That's me. Because y'all not really, I want y'all to really think in that context. How is it going against a defense like that with guys with like Kevin Johnson giving you a problem? He was playing bad. He was getting penalties in bad spots, and all you mean to tell me is that score was just 6 points in the second half? They started out, but they ended up cold against us. How that happen? It's a lot of good things to take away out of this defense. I want to make sure that this video gets to Jadavian Clowney and the rest of the Texans, because the Texans defense held it down. Yeah, Kevin Johnson is a bust. You've done nothing. You He's done nothing. He's done absolutely nothing, man. And it was a hard decision to keep him on this roster when he's this bad of a cornerback. Just bite the bullet and get rid of him and rebuild. Like y'all only want to do that with certain players though. Bill O'Brien decision will always fuck us up one way or another. He's done it before last season and done it in the past. He's not calling timeout. Yeah, I swear if Bill O'Brien puts, oh yeah. Y'all do see that it's reports where fucking Bill O'Brien is talking about taking fucking Kareem from safety to put him back at cornerback. Are you serious, bro? Like all you gotta do, bro, is just play base defense. You just gonna have to hold it down. You know, I mean, bring somebody else in the corner spot. I mean, let Justin Reed play in the slot if he needs to. His coverage is good enough. He got good enough speed. You should have kept Tristan Deku if that was the case. You see, that's the type of shit I'm saying. See, a guy like Tristan Deku could benefit this team right now. But he ain't on the team no more. But because they don't want to get a man a chance at cornerback, but they want to give him all the chances, and they didn't even give him no chance at safety. If we being real, they didn't even give him no chance. What happened to the Breon Sound? Man, I don't know. Uh, um, if he, man, I mean, honestly, Broderick, what's making you hold on against Bill O'Brien? Honestly, I want to know just your opinion. I want to know like why are you hanging on to Bill O'Brien? Like what hope is Bill O'Brien giving you as a true fan? And I want to just get it all out. You know what I'm saying? And just talk about it now because you've been holding on, bro. And I know I'm out on him. I've been out on him because I know what a good coach is and what he ain't. He ain't no good coach, bro. That they did earlier, and versus what he was talking about yesterday, Two totally different men, bro. And honestly, the real one came out last night. The real one came out last night. I'm not holding on the bar. What you mean? I'm saying like you've been kind of right, and like when I get on him, and when it comes to assessing, be kind of taking up for him a little bit. Like, and yeah, I mean, it's just like it's like what has he done to make you want to see him get more chances to lead this football team? I guess is what I'm asking you. Or do you even feel that he even deserves a chance to even be a head coach to this football team? Do you really feel like that? Like, what's your assessment on Bill O'Brien? Your honest assessment. Cause I'm say that again. The stream is messing up. I was asking, is the stream good? He's a players coach. He play hard for him. Yeah, yeah. No, I deleted my message. Yeah, I was saying, like, do you think that Bill O'Brien is a good coach? And if you do, why do you feel so hopeful for him to be a coach for us down the line? Or are you kind of tapping out on the notion of Bill O'Brien? Bill O'Brien is going to hold Watson's potential back. I can believe that. I mean, he done it once. He can do it again. He kind of did it yesterday by not just allowing him to throw shorter routes, make quicker decisions with the football, just little one step, like two, three-step drops, and dump the ball off, run screens, get Lamar Miller in the game to help him out. He not thinking about that. Because if he was thinking about it, he'd be doing it on the field. And he would exploit that when he see like his running back is beating the hell out of they secondary and they linebackers. Like he was slicing through them, and the line was holding up. I don't think he's a bad coach. I don't think he's the greatest coach. But do you think it's a good idea to change at this point? I mean, yeah. I mean, you do realize, and now when people ask me what coach would I want to take over this team if we replace Bill O'Brien, uh, the motherfucker who runs the Saints, what's his name? What's the dude that runs the Saints? When you hear 16 talking about talking shit about O'Brien, you know it's real. Oh, they was talking shit about O'Brien. They talking shit about O'Brien. I hear that. I don't listen to him really, but Aaron Foster fan cut. Yeah, I listened to it. The one with Brian Cushion, I definitely looked. I listened to that a couple days ago. I don't think that they didn't get Sammy Coates in the game for nothing. Our defense was on the field for a little minute at the end of the game. Devontae Love, do you realize what you just said? Not only was we on the field, not only did we have Kevin Johnson getting abused, not only did we have Zach Cunningham getting abused, do you realize even with all of that, that all we gave up to the New England Patriots was 6 points in the second half? Is that not a is the defense honestly more phenomenal than we really think it could be, or am I over analyzing what really just happened here? Like Tom Brady literally got held to 6 points in the second half, and nobody's talking about that. And that was with Zach Cunningham and fucking Zach Cunningham and fucking what's his call was getting abused. Sean Payton. There you go. So when y'all ask me from here on out, like what head coach I want, Sean Payton. Sean Payton. This is last year for the Saints. So if he don't re up and we can get somebody to lead the Houston Texans, Sean Payton, hands down, Sean Payton. It's a lot of them that do. It's a lot of them that do. He does make bad in-game decisions that cost us at time. Yeah, I'm telling you, that shit add up. That shit add up, man. Um, that's something that says something about our defense. But are y'all ready? But Devontae Love, are you really comprehending what I'm saying? Are you really comprehending what I'm saying? Like, is this defense really built to perfection like that? Like, where they can hold the New England Patriots back 6 points in the second half? And they do it. They did this game one. And we know, and that's why I'm kind of mad at Deshaun Watson even more, is because if this would have been any situation in last year, and you would have had this many chances to get the ball the way you were scoring last year, we could have scored like 48 points against the Patriots if we would have had Deshaun Watson from any game last year, except for the Cincy game. And I'll even throw the Jaguars game. I'll even throw that game out. Do you realize if any other Deshaun Watson from any other one of them games, especially at the rate that he was scoring in the Titans and the fucking Seahawks game, could you imagine having either one of them Deshaun Watsons with the defense that I'm telling you that just played against the Patriots yesterday, that just did, and how many times he could have scored? We honestly could have did them the way that we did the Titans if he had that many chances to score the way that he did yesterday on that many drives. You meaning to tell me in 8 drives with the way that Deshaun Watson was playing last year, 5 of them drives he don't score? I hear you, Wink. We seriously do that. I'm telling you, man. I'm. This is why I like to think. This is why I like to think, bro. Because when I think of shit like this that ain't nobody even talking about. When y'all got to experience this show, share this show, and tag D Texas, tag anybody that y'all know is a serious Texas fandom that's related to the Texans that do anything for the Texans, tag actual Texans, and really I want them to hear what I just said and how special they really are. And think you did all this, you didn't even have Duke, or you didn't have a lot of pieces. And that's why Hunt Badger was so fucking mad now that I think about it, because we could have let up way less points. Do you realize we could have shut them out 0 points if Kevin Johnson on a couple of plays don't put us in stupid ass positions? Like really, I can't wait to rewatch this stream and really think about all the things that I just said when we really put it in its proper perspective. And I'm gonna make sure that Wise, I need to make sure that everybody watch this video. If you were part of the round table, everybody need to watch this video before we go on the show tonight, because you really need to analyze it. We need to talk about what I'm talking about right now, what this defense truly is. Honey Badger, ball hog. Yes, our offense was ridiculous yesterday. We need this kind of play from defense. Yes, yes. Yeah. But real talk, it's a blessing to have this game happen week one. Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm glad it is week one. I'm glad we got it out the way. The pressure kind of off for us now. We like, okay, well, can we be the 1 seed? Because we can still be playing for that. We don't have to lay down just because we lost to the Patriots. We can learn from what we did to the Patriots and know what we can do to a team like the Patriots in second halves of games. That's monumental for us, man. Ain't nobody gonna be talking about that. Let's talk about. You see, PFF ain't talking about that. Make sure y'all tag PFF in what I just said. When this video is done posting, I need y'all to share this video on. I need y'all to share this video, and I need y'all to get to like from 50 something on back, and we need to discuss what I'm talking about right now and why y'all haven't written an article about it yet, since y'all are about analytics and shit like that. Regardless of all the play, regardless of all that, regardless of Kevin Johnson, regardless of penalties, regardless of holding penalties and all kinds of shit going on offense, and the fact that even though the game was still relatively close, if they take two more, they only lose. If they take two more attempts that they could have had, like on those two fifth downs, and they just take the field goals, they only lose by 1 point. If we in any situation and we get in the end zone and we get like in all of those attempts and we get to the red zone and we don't just go for it and all we do is just take our points, bro, we easily could have beat them by 1 point. It didn't happen, but that's the type of situation that we were set up to be in yesterday. And the offense didn't, and the coaching didn't pan out. It really didn't. Out of everybody that played yesterday, he wanted it more. Yeah. Hey, next time we play Patriots this season, it could be in Houston. I mean, yeah, That's if, but we gotta win the number one seed. We gotta be that. You're gonna have those types of put games where the offense has a bad day, but coaching lost us the game yesterday, especially. Yeah, the special teams and defense held it down in a major way yesterday. Shout out to the special teams. Shout out to Trevor Daniel. Even in a block punch, you still got it within the 20. That's a phenomenal punter right there. It ain't too many punters that can say that they got that type of leg power and they got that type of accuracy and they can make the ball hang that long in that type of pressure situation like Trevor Daniel just did in week 1 against the Patriots. And he did it in New England. We got a team that's kind of set up very great, and if we ever get it right at corner, do you know what we're going? It's paramount we get a corner right now as I'm talking. My mind is all over because y'all don't realize when Duke comes back and Covington gets back and we get another corner to play like JJ just played or better with Colvin as a third option, I'm good on that. We need another corner, but we need another corner that can get it done though. We can't just get any bum. We need to like go get a solid corner. We steady building a great team. Yeah, I can put it in this proper perspective of what type of team we got built right now. At least on defense, I can only speak for the defense. I'm not talking about the offense. I'm only talking about the defense when I'm talking about this. Um, the fact that the defense, Darby definitely, but the totality of what I'm saying, a defense that wasn't even it didn't have Duke, it didn't have a couple of other players. You know, we ended up missing out on Covington, so that means that's less pass rush that we ended up having in the interior because we was able to run schemes and shit like that different when Covington was in, and I noticed that shit early on. But just the fact that this team was able to hold the team like the Patriots week 1 back to only 6 points when I know the Jaguars may be capable of that. I know the Titans ain't capable of that, and I know damn well. I know the Colts ain't gonna be, and I know damn well the the Titans. The Titans, I guarantee you, of all the teams in the division who gonna end up losing to the Patriots the worst, I guarantee you it's gonna be the Titans. I guarantee you they're gonna lose the absolute worst to anybody in the division when it comes to when the Patriots gotta play them. I guarantee this. I guarantee it. Watson is gonna have pressure of living it up like last season until it shakes out. Yeah, exactly. Andrew Luck already throwing interception. I mean, that's just what he do, bro. Duke and the two wide receivers missing was a factor yesterday. Oh yeah, definitely. I think Watson was just panicked and trying to do it all himself. Yeah, that was apparent too. And honestly, I can't blame him considering how the line was breaking down at times, and then I honestly can't blame him considering the fact that you know receivers was dropping balls when nobody was dropping balls last year. Like, do you realize that they already passed up the amount of drops that they had in his rookie season? Like, they literally have one more drop than total drops that he had for the entire season as a starting quarterback in the league, and he had the least with four last year, and he already has five on the season this year. That's ridiculous. So that means you can't give up no more than like nine or some shit like that. I hated the play calling and why didn't O'Brien take a timeout, review the play, bro? I don't know, bro. And then when you hear his logic yesterday, now he was just so this and yeah, and he was talking all this shit last night, but now he want to keep it yeah because now he didn't had a chance to see that he was wrong and he know he was wrong and shit like that, and now he want to take it out on people. You know, he that type of motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But y'all recognize could have had a pick against the AP turns around. Yeah, but honestly, I blame Rat for that because he should have had Dylan Cole in that situation. Dylan Cole is the better cover linebacker when it comes to him and Cunningham. He has way better ball skills. He's a way better middle linebacker. Zach Cunningham is a will linebacker. He's not a middle linebacker. I mean, I know he can play middle linebacker, and I know the angles, and they like for him to be able to have the ability to cut off backside runs and shoot through gaps and shit like that because he has the speed you like. But he's a will linebacker. He is not a middle linebacker. That's not his job. His job is to be the will. If he was the true will, he would probably be the best will linebacker in the game. That needs to be his position, though. He needs to play will at all times. In like in 4-3 personnel and 46 and bare shit like that. I've been saying that Cunningham Merciless is saying yep, yep. That's right. That's exactly how it's supposed to be. It could be too many ways, honestly, Broderick, because we got so much phenomenal talent. I'd be cool with uh like if Dylan Cole played on the if he played Sam, I wouldn't be mad. If Fuller come back, is Fuller coming back next week? From my understanding, he is. From my understanding, yeah. Well, this video running a little long, man. Just a little bit longer than I honestly thought it was going to be. But we made a lot of great points this video, and I'm gonna make sure that I bring up several points that I ended up making with this football team because I don't think I even noticed that until today. Until like I started talking about it, and when I really figured out what the score was, and I know that they scored 21 points in the first quarter, because that easily you take that touchdown away, the game is easily 2020. Yeah, it's sauce tonight. Sauce tonight. Make sure y'all come through 7 o'clock. Make sure y'all share this video on y'all Twitter or stuff like that if y'all got it. Share it on Facebook. Share it on anything y'all got, man. And I really want to raise the question of how great this defense really is. So y'all make sure that, and because I want to be I want to be able to be the one to talk to them because I want to be able to plug them to South Sports. I want them to be able to hear the opinion because I'm going into vast detail about it tonight on that video. So make sure that people are listening and people that are Houston Texans fans, man, come and tag and share this video on everything y'all can, man. Because yeah, it's a lot that can be said about this team right now, even with the way it's built with guys like Kevin Johnson. Because I don't think what are the defense? What are the defense? Am I gonna sit here and say they can honestly do that? I'm not even sure if the Jacksonville Jaguars could prevent him from doing that. I don't think they have enough time. They have enough time playing the Patriots at a very high level, and they don't play them as often as we do. The reason why we played them so often is because we was always number one in the division more often than not, or it was just time to play him. We got to get him in the sauce. Yeah, yeah, we definitely under saturated. Oh, he retweeted you, man. Get him on the show, Wise. Andre said, shit, Pat D Stat had hit me back on some shit I had wrote him on Twitter earlier. Me and him was having a little dialogue. We need to sign Badger to an extension already. Man, hey, that definitely needs to happen. We got to get him in the sauce. Um, Texans offense played bad, and we still could easily went to overtime with the Patriots. That says a lot. Exactly, exactly to go Watson. Do you understand what the questions and shit that I'm raising? Is do you know why the offense and the way that the offense is ran and who it's ran by is such a detriment to this team? Because look at the defense that we I've already brought it up as to how great they're built. Man, yes, man. This needs to be talked about. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna bring this video to an end. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody who's gonna share these videos. Make sure y'all show me y'all You share this video, man, because it's a part of Soft Sports. Y'all make sure y'all send me a send Honcho the screenshots, and y'all gonna get 2 million sauce. Every screenshot and every time y'all share a video, and it's gonna be and keep it with the timestamp because we need to know when y'all sent these. So make sure when you screenshot the when you post this on y'all Twitters or Instagram, if y'all do whatever y'all gonna share this on, send me letting us know you did it to the soft line. Let us know. All right. All right, well, I'm gonna bring this video to a close, man, because I got some other stuff to do. I got some other stuff I gotta take care of. Plus, I'm gonna be on star later on tonight. I just wanted to get this out, talk about a couple of things, rehash, how some things went with y'all this weekend, and bring some things to new light. Even as a fan, it's hard to recognize what you really got, and the Texans defense is special. So once the pressure and everybody gets in game shape, like Jadavian Clowney, Whitney Merciless, J.J. Watt, and then DeShaun Watson get it right, it's gonna be a terrible team to play. Honestly, Patriots. Damn, I would have loved to play the Patriots later on in the league, like week 7, week 9, or some shit like that. It would have been perfect to play the Patriots around them versus this the first game out, cause I would never want to be this flat. But this is the bad us that y'all not. This is a bad game from the Texans from top to bottom. You with the line breaking down and doing the shit that they was doing for the Texans, and you mean to tell me you only won by 7 points and you got shut out in the second half by 6, and you could only score 6 points in the second half, and you had all of this shit cooking, and that's all you could do. Yeah, I know the Texans defense have to be confident. They're just ready to rectify, and this explains why the hell. Make sure that Honey Badger gets tagged in this. I appreciate what you did. I know it's hard to do what you did in the game, man, and I know some people try to pump it up and put it another way, but I'm glad, man, that you are holding guys accountable, bro. You just we've been looking at this team and we've been hoping for somebody to hold dudes accountable in game on the sidelines to show them, man, that we can't be fucking up like that. And I appreciate you. We know who this shit is directed towards, man. We don't even have to say his name. Shit just got to be better, man. And this team got to be in better position to be, better down the line. So I appreciate you. I appreciate what you do for the Houston Texans. I appreciate all Houston Texans. I appreciate the organ. We do better, man. So Third Coast TV. I'm your host Wing. I appreciate y'all coming through. I'll see y'all later.